Hello, everybody, and welcome. Oh, sorry. Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. I decided to just go live by myself because I waited for too long. But David is going to appear here in about a second or two, or maybe 3 seconds. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic and brilliant day altogether. Let's see. Powerful, powerful. Yeah, let's see. This works well. This works well. Okay, good. After many delays, we're finally live. We're finally live. Let me just play around and try a few things here until David arrives, because that's what I do. That's what they do. Having a very good day today. Having a very, very good day today. So, how many people saw the saw the debate that I had earlier today? Wasn't that an amazing debate? Wasn't that an amazing debate? Debate. AP destroyed Dawah. Is he on the phone to Robert? Yes, he is. Your son is super cute. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. He is super cute. He is super cute. Very, very cute. I normally don't want to put my child on camera, but then as I saw that Armin put his dog on camera, I thought I have to do something even better. So I brought my own dog, but then it's kind of like we're rivaling. I had to get even better. So I decided to just put my child on there. That's it. That's what I do. AP is king, says Global Atlantis. Not yet. Daughter too, that's good. Thank you. Selza, Andrew, what's up, AP? Very good, doing very well. Leland, AP destroyed Comedy Dawah, Comedy Central Dawah, more like. Multiple streams and debates, it's what they do. That's what they do. That is literally what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. You know what's funny? I'm just here sitting, looking for the debate. Wanted to put it in my YouTube search tab. So I wanted to enter modern day debate, but instead I started typing Comedy Central because I called the guy Comedy Central Dawah. I tricked my own brain now. That's funny. Yeah. I guess David is never going to be here, so we'll just have to chill out. We'll have to chill out. Okay, so now we got our screen here. Wonderful.
How about you get to your knees?
What happened to my buttons, man?
Imbeciles!
Urinating upon one another.
What counts, man?
Homosexuality.
You're
sick in the mind.
You're hiding!
So all my buttons were like going crazy. I had to check if they're working well. Yeah, Central Dawah is Comedy Central. That's funny. Central Dawah is Comedy Central. David is late. AP is on time. Strange. I don't know. David probably went away, and there he is. Hey, what's up, David? We're live already. Don't say anything problematic. Don't say anything incriminating. We are live already.
I won't.
Okay, good. David, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Sup?
So I already I mentioned this on my own channel earlier. So I woke up, it was a little after 3, and I didn't recall what time your debate was. I just knew it was like early in the day when I would be asleep.
Beast.
So I was like, oh, let me find out how that debate went. And so I clicked on the debate when I woke up. Didn't have the sound on, so I have no idea what you're saying. But I clicked on it because I thought it was over, and I was just going to read the comments to see how it went. And I clicked on it, and it's just you on the screen, but you're on like all the different panels. And so I was like, I didn't click on it to find out what was going on, but I was like, is the debate already over? And James just forgot to shut it down and left AP on there, and AP's just using the it's just on James's channel, still talking or something like that. So yeah, anyway, and I was like, okay, it's over. So now, but comments haven't started coming in because AP's still talking. And so I'll just find out later.
Does it look like this?
And then like that. And then you messaged me a few minutes after that, like he flipped out and rage quit and threatened you and all this stuff. So it sounds like good quality stuff.
Pretty amazing. But I heard lots of things about this Comedy Central guy leading up to this debate, and people were sending me messages about him left and right. I know you had a debate with him. People were sending me messages about what a horrible person this is and all that. And I don't know. I didn't expect it to be this bad, but as soon as I started trolling him, I was.
What are you doing, man? You got him. You got a menorah. You're wearing a cross. You got son of Hamas there.
Oh man, he was. I started trolling him. I mean, I prepared for the debate actually, insofar that I did not prepare. I did not prepare a proper opening. I just prepared a bunch of notes on things that he may or may not bring up, and my general thoughts on the idea that Muhammad is in the Bible. Now, here's the thing. When I have a debate with somebody and this person is going to argue that Muhammad is in the Bible, I would expect him to, I don't know, go down the route and pick a few of those typical, verses that they always use to say Muhammad is in the Bible. But this guy basically just went with one single piece of evidence, which is the most ridiculous and one of the most popular ones.
One of the most popular gotta be Deuteronomy 18, Song of Solomon 5. Deuteronomy 18 he went with?
Deuteronomy 18. He went with Deuteronomy 18. And also in support brought up Psalm 74 to imply that that Muhammad was, or that Islam was the fulfillment of God's promise to bring an end to the suffering of Israel and to restore the people in the land and all that. And it's so stupid. And when I started debunking it during the refutation, during the rebuttal section, I addressed a few things about that. And he didn't get it at all. He didn't understand anything that I said.
He doesn't understand anything anyone's saying. Apparently, now apparently, and this is from Muslims. Apparently, he has other people like write his script out for him and then say, okay, so this is the argument, and here are all the possible responses someone might give. So if he says this, then here's what you say. If he says this, then here's what you say. If he says this, then here's what you say. And they prepare that for him. But if for some reason the topic is not something that has been handed to him, he just instantly collapses and has no clue what he's talking about.
That's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. In fact, I made a few notes here. The funniest thing about this was that during the rebuttal, he started bringing up things like, he said, so, and AP said, and then he says something that I never even said. It's random stuff that he
dude. Yeah, I noticed the exact same thing. And sometimes I wouldn't catch it until afterwards. I was like, oh, he had a prepared response to what his guy thought I would say. And even though it had nothing to do with what I said, he responded anyway. So I was like, oh, yeah. So apparently, a matter of fact, that's common. They'll have prepared responses. And then if you don't bring them up, they just give their prepared response anyway, even if it had nothing to do with what you said. And their fans are too dumb to notice. Their fans are too dumb to notice, right? Because they're not paying attention. They're just listening to how you sound. It's like, oh, he sounds like he's refuting him, even though he didn't touch it. But yeah, pretty common. Sad.
If YouTube already did a transcript, I want to show you an example of how really, 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 really bad it was. Agree on Messiah. So in my rebuttal, I started with this here, and non-Christian Jews. I want to find. So let's first off look at the claims made here. I want to point out some very, very simple things without being too dramatic, without accusing my opponent here, who it was a little bit weird, to be honest, but of anything that he may or may not do. I just want to get to
the point. There is just one very important thing that I want to point out beforehand, before we go into the discussion. So when Christians believe that Jesus is the Messiah as prophesied in the Bible, and non-Christian Jews then disagree with this, they are not having a disagreement over something that is totally and completely made up, and that is unfamiliar to one side and familiar to the other. They're not having a disagreement over something that Christians came and completely made up and Jews have no idea what they are talking about. They rather have a disagreement on something that both sides believe in, on something that both sides can agree on, the Messiah. So Christians argue that Jesus is the fulfillment of the prophecies, the law, and so on. The non-Christians, the Jews, they don't believe that, but they don't disagree on the core idea, which is the law and the prophecies and the Messiah. So fundamentally, their beliefs go back to a mutual belief in the Hebrew Bible and in its prophecies, known in Christianity as the Old Testament, in Judaism as the Tanakh, or the Hebrew Bible. When it comes to finding Muhammad in the Bible, however, we're not quite talking about the same thing. We're talking about something that is completely unbiblical. And frankly,
so you get the point, right? It's like Christians and Jews don't disagree on the concept and on the core ideas. They disagree on whether Jesus is the person, and what Jesus is, and whether he is the person or not.
So which is why Jews and Christians, especially if you have like a Messianic Jew and a rabbi who studies these issues and so on, can have very, very intelligent discussions about the fulfillment of these prophecies. But then, you'll have a Muslim come in, but Muhammad is mentioned in Song of Solomon 5:16. And it's just like embarrassingly bad because the Hebrew word is Mahmud and it sounds like Muhammad, so that must be Muhammad. So yes, whereas in Islam, they're just coming in there and making something up. Song of Solomon 5:16, the response is, what are you talking about? One, the passage is not about a prophet at all. Two, that it's impossible to have that interpretation by anyone. And so very different scenario, very different situations here.
So the funny aspect of this was, in response to this claim, actually these factual statements that I made, his response showed that he doesn't understand it at all. So let's see.
Afraid to show and tell everyone that you're a Christian, or if you're hiding behind the mask of the agnostic title. Find that very intriguing. Also, you said they didn't argue on Jesus being the Messiah or the prophet. Clearly, you haven't read the Bible. Well, since you are agnostic, I don't know what you are, actually. You have a big cross on your neck, but claim to be agnostic. Let's take a look at John chapter 7, everyone. John 7 says, on hearing his words, some of the people said, surely this man is the prophet. Others said he is the Messiah.
There's you laughing. Are you just laughing going, this guy doesn't understand anything? He doesn't understand words. And by the way, here's the problem, guys. I guarantee you Central Dawah has followers who think, yes, he sounds confident, so he is humiliating AP. And anyone who's able to actually listen to and understand, words and the thoughts they express is like, what is this guy responding to here? He's making no sense at all. But this is it's just what works in Dawah. Sound like you're answering something, even if you're completely incoherent. This is Dawah in a nutshell.
By the way, shout out to Testify. Testify, what's up? Testify Apologetics. I see you here in the chat. You have an awesome channel. I see your videos come up in recommendations. I love your videos. Very, very, very nice stuff. I also see that you're familiar with our stuff. I saw you using Shaky Booty's image and saying, you see. So very, very nice channel. Very, very happy to see you here. Your content is fantastic and is catching on. It's awesome. Shout out to Testify Apologetics.
Hey, you hear this? Hey, you see this? In the last live stream, David pointed to Armin's channel, which is an atheist channel, Atheist Republic. This proves David is secretly an atheist. But AP is recommending a Christian channel. This proves that he is a secret Christian.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, so this was only the beginning of it. It's like this is the beginning of his rebuttal section, and he completely missed the point of that I made.
Anything you said, you said, basically, yeah.
He didn't get a single thing right. And his responses were just his rebuttals were just things that he claims I said, but that for example, I made notes here, like in quotation marks. They didn't argue about Jesus as the Messiah. That is this point here. I never said that. Why would I say something so stupid? And who would say something?
And AP says that no one has ever argued about whether Jesus is the Messiah. I will refute him by quoting John chapter 7.
Then he says, I said the Quran is a corrupt book, and why should we follow a corrupt book? This is a very interesting quote, which the problem is that I never said any such thing in any part of my opening statement or rebuttal. Then Muslims don't follow the real Jesus. And he even acts like this. He even acts like and AP said, and I wrote it down here, what did you write down? I never said that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I never.
And then if you go to verse 43, Jews, clearly they drew a distinction between fulfillment of the Old Testament. Jesus divided these individuals because of that. You said, AP, I have it written down, Jesus is the fulfillment of the Old Testament, yet central Dawah. Why should I believe that a prophet is in a book that comes 600 years later? Well, AP, why should I believe that Jesus fulfills a book that came 2,000 years for him? I can pose that question right back to you.
Boom! In your face.
Now, a Muslim who has no understanding of what the Bible is might think, whoa, good point, man, good point.
Excellent point. It's powerful.
Would anyone who has remotely an idea of what the Bible is actually think that this is a good point?
No.
Or would they rather think this is so ridiculously stupid? The Bible wasn't... Gosh, I don't even know what to say, man.
It was 2,000 years earlier, AP. What are you going to say?
I even explained this to him, upon which he even made a worse. This debate is just hilarious, man. I explained to him. I said, hey, apparently I have to give you a lesson on how the Bible was, came into existence. It was compiled of different texts, written down over a period of 1,600 years or so. This is kind of the scholarly consensus on it. His response to that point, David, was even better. His response to that point was, so you are saying that the Bible came into existence. You admit that the Bible came into existence over 1,600 years. But I ask you, which Bible? Which of the 60 books? Which of the 60, 70 Bibles? Which of them?
Oh boy. Yep.
This is just so ridiculous, man.
And here's what's crazy. So someone would look at this and say, why is this guy the one representing Islam? Why don't you get someone? Guys, the arguments of other da'is really don't get any better. But to his credit, Central Dawah is one of the only people willing to step up. The other guys won't touch this stuff. They won't go near it. So this is the world we're living in. Guys, just think, DebateCon is coming up next month. Right? DebateCon is just a few weeks away. I'm there debating Alex O'Connor, one of the smartest atheists on the planet. Inspiring Philosophy is debating Lawrence Krauss, who's a physicist, something like that. So anyway, you got atheist debaters who are willing to step up. You got Christian debaters who are willing to step up. Central Dawah is the Muslim debater who's willing to debate. Why? Because they were trying to get people like Sheikh Uthman, and so they won't go near it. They won't go near this stuff. And so, yeah, he's the one guy who's willing to step up on something like this. And then this is how he acts. And based on this, I don't even know if that's going to go through. Are you guys still going to have your debate next month?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be canceled. But the thing is, it is already announced, and lots of people kind of arrange stuff based on that. So I'm trying to figure out with James what to do. But
I'll tell you exactly what to do.
What?
And here's how you announce it. What you will say is this. This is how you do it. You say, okay, Central Dawah is out. Is there any Muslim da'i who's willing to take his place for this debate? If not, we will leave it as an open challenge up till, a few days before the debate or whatever. If there's a Muslim who's willing to step up and show that Muhammad is a prophet. If no Muslim agrees to step up and defend Muhammad, we will instead just have AP deliver an hour-long presentation on Muhammad and why Muhammad is a false prophet, and then he can take questions from the audience. That's how you do it, and that kind of gives them an incentive. Wait a minute, do we just want AP talking about Muhammad for an hour and then taking questions, or do we want someone to actually present a positive case for Islam, something like that?
I'm not sure if it would fly with James, but that's I thought about that as well, But the thing is, I'm pretty sure that I'm actually going to start a legal procedure against Central Dawah. So while starting a legal case against Central Dawah, reporting him and also pursuing a legal case against him, it would probably not be a good idea to also just sit there and have a debate with him. So it might be a little bit difficult.